Hello and welcome back to Football Daily, where today we are doing an XI of players in the Premier League currently exceeding expectations. Let's go. Goalkeeper, Nick Pope. Cambridgeshire-born Nick Pope's journey from a loan spell with Bury 3 years ago to the brink of England's World Cup squad is nothing short of remarkable. On the books of Charlton from 2011, the then 19-year-old Pope struggled to get a look in, being sent on 8 loan spells to behemoths of the game such as Harrow Borough, Welling United and Aldershot Town. But when Pope joined Bury in January 2015, things started to turn around. The Shakers had been struggling, losing 5 of their previous 8 games, but the Shotstoppers' arrival sparked a run of 15 wins in 22 games to launch them to 3rd and seal promotion from League 2. The following campaign, his form with Charlton in the Championship secured him a move to Sean Dyche's Burnley. Only 4 appearances in his first campaign suggested that maybe it was a step too far, but after an injury to regular number 1 Tom Heaton just a few weeks into the season, Pope was thrust into the limelight. It's fair to say that he has seized it with both hands, with 10 clean sheets in 27 games and an average of 3.5 saves a goal, significantly more than Courtois' 1.9. This has seen Burnley climb to the lofty heights of 7th and make Pope an outside bet for Russia. Right back, Zanka. Technically a centre-back, Matthias Jorgensen, nicknamed Zanka after the film Cool Runnings, joined Huddersfield in July 2017 from FC Copenhagen for £3.5 million. His first season in the Premier League has been exceptional, being one of 4 players and only 1 outfield player to play every minute of action so far. Although they are only 3 points clear with 8 games remaining at the time of writing, if they survive it will be in large part down to their excellent defensive record. They've kept 8 clean sheets in 30 matches, or 27% of their games. The Terriers' issue has been occasional batterings. They have conceded 3 or more goals on 8 occasions too, inevitable in their first Premier League season. The 12-capped Denmark international is averaging 3 tackles and interceptions per 90, more than Jan Vertonghen's 2.8, and he hasn't made a single defensive error leading to a goal. What's more, at Christmas he brought every Terriers fan a drink who travelled down to Southampton. Talented and a good man, keep it up Zanka. Centre-back, Harry Maguire. Another player who's earned his place at the top table, 25-year-old ball-playing centre-half Harry Maguire has played for the likes of Sheffield, Wigan and Hull before arriving at the King Power in June 2017. It was a Hull where he caught the eye, where despite the Tigers' relegation, his confidence on the ball and dribbling ability made him stand out. Since his transfer to Leicester, he has replaced 33-year-old Robert Huth and helped the Foxes bounce back from their 12th place finish in 16-17 to 8th at the time of writing this year. Maguire has been a mainstay, missing just 90 minutes of league action and dominating both boxes. Not only has he won 65% of his aerial duels, which puts Lauren Koscielny's 57% to shame, but he's also averaging 0.7 shots per 90, leading to 2 league goals. His raking 50-yard balls, with which he has become synonymous with, have also provided 4 league assists, the most of any centre-back behind Azpilicueta's 6. Exalted company for the 4-capped England man. Centre-back, James Tarkowski. Playing alongside Maguire is fellow England international James Tarkowski, who shares Maguire's journey from lower league to national setup, having started his career at Oldham before moving to Brentford and finally Burnley in January 2016. A backup to Keane in the Championship during his first season, Keane's £30 million move to Everton opened the door for Tarkowski to partner Ben Mee at the heart of the Clarets' defence. The results have been spectacular. Burnley have conceded just 0.9 goals a game, the 4th best record in the division and only 1 more than Champions League chasing Spurs. This is in large part down to Tarkowski, who is averaging an incredible 7.7 clearances per 90 and is winning 71% of his aerial duels, 6% more than Sergio Ramos. Having been unfortunate to give away a penalty on his England debut, souring an otherwise assured performance, Tarkowski is an outside bet for Russia. Left back, Andy Robertson. Eyebrows were raised when Liverpool paid £8 million to sign Hull's Andy Robertson in July 2017. He had not only just been relegated 2 months earlier, but here was a player who was playing in Scotland's 4th tier as an amateur as recently as 2013. But having started the season as an understudy to the erratic Alberto Moreno, the Scot got his chance in December after Moreno injured his ankle. It's a chance he has taken with both hands, with his performance against Man City in January 2018 in their famous 4-3 win drawing praise from all angles. He has already provided 3 assists in just 1,597 minutes. That's 1 fewer than Moreno has managed in the last 2 seasons combined. He's been heavily involved in play too, making 63 passes per 90. That's only 7 fewer than Paul Pogba is managing in Man United's engine room. At only 5'10", it's surprising to learn that the 20-capped international is winning 74% of his aerial duels, especially considering Samuel Umtiti is averaging 67%. If this form continues, the 24-year-old may lock down Anfield's left-back slot for years to come. Centre mid, Luka Milivojevic. On the 31st of January 2017, BBC Sport produced an article about the loan signing of Mamadou Sakho from Liverpool to Crystal Palace on deadline day. Just one line was given to the signing of central midfielder Luka Milivojevic from Olympiakos that same day. But both played equally important roles in Palace's survival under Big Sam, with Milivojevic offering an assured combative presence in the middle of the park. He scored 2 goals and averaged 4.1 tackles and interceptions per 90 in just 14 league games, more than Matic's 2.9 per 90 across Chelsea's title-winning campaign. But this season, with club captain Jason Puncheon having ruptured his cruciate ligament, Milivojevic has worn the armband. Palace have struggled for goals and creativity without Wilf Zaha this season, making the 8 penalties they've been awarded all the more important. Benteke has missed 1 and Milivojevic 1 against Man City, but he has scored 6 as well as 2 in open play. The 26-cap Serbian has therefore scored 27% of all Palace's league goals this season. What an impact. Centre mid, Abdoulaye Doucouré. Watford have had a decidedly mixed season, with wins against the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal, but they have conceded 3 or more goals on 8 occasions, and this inconsistent form has seen them remain in 11th with 8 games remaining. But one man who has gone to new levels this campaign is 25-year-old French midfielder Abdoulaye Doucouré. Signed from Rennes in February 2016, his first season with the Hornets was average, with only 1 goal in 23 appearances. But this season, Doucouré has been immense, with 7 goals and 2 assists, leaving him as Watford's top scorer with less than 2 months to go. He's not just a finisher either, so far he's averaging 1.2 chances created per 90. He has been equally effective controlling the tempo, with 61 passes per 90 with an 83% pass completion. Not afraid of putting in a shift either, Doucouré has averaged 2.9 tackles and interceptions per 90, which puts Spurs' Moussa Dembele's 2 in the shade. It seems highly unlikely that the midfielder, who's contracted to Watford until 2020 and is linked with the likes of Spurs, Liverpool and Arsenal, will be at Watford come next season. Centre mid, Pascal Gross. We have to say we're a little bit smug about this one, having suggested that Gross could be one of the signings of the season last summer, and so it has proved. He made 32 appearances in the Bundesliga last season, and despite creating the most amount of chances in the division, he couldn't prevent Ingolstadt's relegation. The 26-year-old German, who has never represented his country beyond under-19 level, has been a revelation at Brighton this campaign, scoring 5 goals and assisting 8, meaning he's contributed to 43% of their Premier League goals. An expert at finding space, he is creating 2.6 chances per 90, the same as Chelsea's Willian, and taking 1.3 shots per 90 with 61% on target, the same as Mohamed Salah. But it's at key passes per 90 where Gross really stands out. He's making 2.3, which is the 7th best in the league, behind De Bruyne, Ozil, Fabregas, Sanchez, Eriksen and Hazard. Gross has assisted Glenn Murray 4 times, which is the 3rd most fruitful relationship in the league, behind Azpilicueta, Morata and De Bruyne and Aguero. We dread to think where the Seagulls would be without their attacking midfielder. Right wing, Jesse Lingard. Sir Alex Ferguson was right. In a meeting with Jesse Lingard and his father years ago, he predicted that, like John Tigana, the 5'9" attacker wouldn't peak until he was 25. After loans at Leicester, Birmingham, Brighton and Derby, and having turned 25 in December 2017, it seems like Mystic Fergie was right. Between the 28th of November 2017 and the 5th of January 2018, Lingard scored 8 goals in 10 games, including 7 in 9 league games, to go from bit part squad player to regular starter. Across the season as a whole, the Manchester-born attacking midfielders averaged 0.5 goals and 0.3 assists per 90. It's not only his productivity in front of goal that has caught the eye though, but his direct running and simplicity of his play. He may be creating 1.5 chances per 90, the same as Alexis Sanchez and more than Rashford's 1.2, but he's also completing 87% of his passes, the same as passmaster Andres Iniesta. Having pushed Dele Alli out of the England starting 11 and scored his first goal against the Netherlands, don't bet against Lingard starting against Tunisia in the Three Lions opening game. Striker, Glenn Murray. 34-year-old Brighton striker Glenn Murray has admitted that even he didn't see this season coming. Having struggled to land a club in Britain, Murray was forced to head to North Carolina to start his career with UCL team Wilmington Hammerheads in 2004. He wound his way to Brighton in 2008, then in League One, following spells with giants such as Barrow, Carlisle and Rochdale. His performances on the South Coast led to a transfer to Palace, but just 9 goals in 3 Premier League seasons there between 2013 and 2016 prompted doubts that he could ever quite cut it at this elite level. But those questions have been answered emphatically this season. 11 league goals, the same as Eden Hazard, and more than Morata and Lacazette, who cost a combined $104.5 million between them, has proved the doubters wrong. Murray is somewhat of a penalty box specialist, only averaging 14.9 passes per 90 and scoring all of his goals from inside the area. His speciality, his efficiency. The 6'2" frontman is only averaging 2.1 shots per 90, the same as Arsenal's Granit Xhaka, but he is getting a credible 63% on target. What a turnaround for the man who reached the top the hard way. Left wing, Mohamed Salah. Before you all riot, we are not saying Mo Salah is overrated, or that his performances haven't been anything short of exceptional this season. 29 league goals, a goal every 85 minutes, and a record of scoring in 61% of all Liverpool's matches this season. The man is a machine. But compared to his previous history, there is no doubt that his current form has come somewhat out of nowhere. It has taken just 40 games to reach 36 goals in all competitions in 17-18. It took him 83 games at Roma to score 34 goals. In simple terms, he is scoring 0.9 goals per game for the Reds, compared to a still respectable 0.4 goals per game at Roma. He has scored 5 more goals than Harry Kane despite taking 44 fewer shots. Although De Bruyne may be the exceptional player in the best team, there can be no doubt that statistically Salah's performances have been from another level. He needs just 3 more goals in 7 games, which at current rates of 1.1 goals a game he should easily reach, to top the Premier League record of 31 goals in a 38-game season, jointly held by Alan Shearer, Cristiano Ronaldo and Luis Suarez. Congratulations, you've reached the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for more great content, why don't you click in this box here, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.